SuperTalk Studios. Joining us now, also in the studio, Mr. Don Brazel, the CEO of Mississippi Wildlife Fisheries Parks Foundation. Good morning, Don. How are you?
Hey, glad to be here. Appreciate this opportunity.
Yes, sir. Always good to see you. So, big day getting cranked up down there at the Dixie National. You got the Mississippi Ag and Outdoor Expo.
That's correct. We start at 12 noon today.
12 noon. Looking forward to that. Tell us about that.
Okay. We run Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we start today at noon, and we'll go through 7 o'clock tonight. And then Saturday begins at 10 a.m., and we'll run through 7 o'clock that night. Sunday will begin at 10 a.m. and run through 5 that afternoon, trying to cut it off right before the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, you're expecting big crowds this year?
Well, anytime you go on the same playing field as the Dixie National Rodeo, there's already going to be a bunch of people on there. So we sure hope so. We've got to see that changeover from the rodeo to us. Let's say either after the first show Saturday, come on out, come see us, or go right before you go to the second show.
Well, I think the point is you just go down to the fairgrounds. There's so much to take in, right?
Just go.
I mean, and I'm headed that way tonight. So what's the cost to get in?
Okay. It's sort of broken into 3 tiers. Adults are $12, but then 15 down to age 6 is $6, and then children 5 and below get in free.
Yeah.
One of the biggest changes that we've got this year versus what we did in August, we had it to where the kids 15 or 12 and younger get into on Friday free. Okay. This year we've moved it to, or this spring edition we're moving it to where it will be on Sunday. Kids are in school on Fridays. We finally figured that out, I guess. Sunday is a good day and a good free day for them to come.
Gotcha. All right. Well, it ought to be fun. So is this something that the foundation sponsors?
Yes. Okay. Yes. And we are the name, I guess, that puts it on. But I need to do a shout-out real quick to our sponsors. Our title sponsor is Southern Ag Credit. Can't tell you how much they've done for us and all. Yeah. But our other sponsors are Davini Equipment, Farm Bureau, Heritage Properties, Outback Steakhouse, Stribling Equipment and Empire Trucks, and Taylor.
Wow.
So we got a good group there.
That is
Could not do it without. You're right.
Great Mississippi
Thank goodness
companies.
we've got those people.
Yeah. Very supportive, as they always have been, of the foundation and its efforts. And I know a lot of those folks, just great Mississippi business folks.
Every one of them are
no question
true conservationists, and we all just mesh together just perfectly.
That is awesome. So, Don, to help our audience understand the overall mission of the foundation.
Okay. Our mission started in 2003 when the need for a group to come in and like our primary mission is the Department of Wildlife Fisheries and Parks and their programs, but we also are there to protect and preserve the outdoor heritage of our sporting heritage. I mean, you can well see what Mississippi has. We're very proud of it, and we want to keep it. So if you talk about programs that we sponsor with Department of Wildlife Fisheries and Parks, let's use Ames, the archery in Mississippi schools. You have nearly 60,000 kids in that program.
Wow.
Let's use Scholastic Shooting Sports as another program, and that is the fastest growing program, and it's up to 1,700 kids that participate in shotgun shooting skills. So it's really rapidly growing.
Yeah.
Then let's use another one that we're very proud of is we purchase a youth hunting and fishing license for every child, their first license, as they go through the hunter education program. So very proud of that one. And we do somewhere in the average of 4,000 kids a year in that program. So that doesn't mention shooting facilities that we help with. We got a lot of different things we do with the Department of Wildlife Fisheries and Parks. And I'll do a shout out for one thing real quick. We're coming up with a new one. We're the high school fishing or middle school and high school fishing program. A lot of kids don't have access to these big boats to go out into the reservoir fishing. And it's hard to find captains to help with that. So we're starting a kayak fishing team tournament.
Oh, cool.
So it's that's going to grow rapidly, I would think, too.
Don, why is it so important to get Mississippi's youth involved in this world and these activities?
It's our future.
Yeah.
there's a lot of things out there that kids can get into that do not promote the out of doors. But we know if we keep those kids in the out of doors, it keeps them out of a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Well, it just seems like it. When you're consumed with things like this, and naturally as humans, we want to learn.
Absolutely.
We want to get good at stuff.
Absolutely.
I think people like the idea of being around other like-minded people.
That's right.
And they share in their experiences, and they learn from each other. I mean, it's just a great, and you don't really get that so much in the classroom,
You're right.
the routine classroom.
You're right.
This is something outside of the classroom that's very important to rounding out their development.
A lot of coming to the expo is about just seeing and talking to the many different people that come there. It's amazing how that happens.
Yeah, it really is. And so it's good. All right, so the expo, the spring edition.
It is.
Right? Yeah.
It is. Sort of just to give you about a way of how that came about is 2 years ago, we started asking for a weekend in February, March timeframe at the Trade Mart. There was not one.
Yeah.
There was nothing available for us. We saw the need for, the fall expo is like for deer and for waterfowl and for winter food plots and that type thing.
Yep.
We saw the need to put an emphasis on the turkey, fishing, boating, spring and summer food plots.
Sure.
So we started asking for an opportunity to get into the Trade Mart. Not a chance, wasn't happening until the rodeo went from 1 weekend to 2 weekends. It freed up 2/3 of the Trade Mart. I think you saw yesterday while you were there, they did a real fast shift from, it's in 3 compartments. We already had one. The second one was full of Sale of Champions yesterday.
Yeah.
They did a remarkable job cleaning it out real fast and getting us to where we can start moving vendors in. So we have approximately 60,000 square feet of the Trade Mart for this show, but looking forward to it and just showing people what we've got in this spring edition.
What can you see at the expo?
And if you walked through, I know you probably saw some of the equipment out front, but they've got every kind of machine, I believe, from the largest to the smallest.
Yep.
It goes from the biggest of skidders and dump trucks and all those things all the way down to skid steers, lawnmowers, you name it in the equipment world. Then we've got, fishing demonstration areas, rod makers, vans, for instance, is one of our hub group, the anchor to us, and he brings a lot of stuff in.
Let's just say that
he's got a variety of things, let's put it that way. But you will be able to see anything related to the spring sports and the fishing world. And
probably stuff you didn't even know existed. You'll learn.
I didn't. I actually saw a riding lawnmower that's got a big enclosed area. It's got an air conditioner.
Okay, like a cockpit on it.
It's amazing. Just amazing.
That is awesome.
It's crazy.
Yeah. All right. What about children? Is it appropriate for children?
Absolutely. And one of the better things that we did see out of this was we've got the rodeo there. You already know what the rodeo provides for children. I mean, you've got the live entertainment, the bull riding, the roping, and doing all such as that. Live performers at every show, so that's a big part of it. But you slip on over to our side, we've got turkey call demonstrations, fishing demonstrations. Even Department of Wildlife has got their parks division has got a little camping area that they're doing s'mores for the kids. So it's got a little bit of all of it, I believe.
That's awesome. Yeah. And you see a lot of families attending as well.
Absolutely,
right?
Yeah. Especially, it goes in cycles, I think, about when the groups come. But the best part, and it's an unknown part to us because there's going to be so many people going to the rodeo, and we know that they're just going to pop over and see us. So it will be a whole family situation there for everyone. And
I got to go back to it. What impresses so much, Don, is this partnership between the organization, the foundation, and the private sector that are ready and willing to participate and provide some degree of aid as well.
Well, our 15 board members are really proud of what we do, and they all are
Good
from
folks.
Throughout the state. You know a lot of them, and they are true conservationists, and they love what we're doing.
We look forward to it. Times again, Don.
Okay, starting today at 12 o'clock, go to 7 tonight. Tomorrow starting at 10 o'clock, going to 7 tomorrow night, and then Sunday from 10 to 5.
Go to the fairgrounds, folks. That's where it's all happening this weekend.
Hope to see y'all there.
Don Brazel has been our guest. He is the CEO of Mississippi Wildlife Fisheries Parks Foundation. Stay with us. Middays will return.